You know, the entire land transport industry is standing on the edge of a cliff, and what's about to push it over is artificial intelligence. In this explainer, we're going to lay out a map of this incredible new future, and we'll see how everything, from jobs to skills to what logistics even means, is going to change over the next couple of decades.
But let's get real for a second. This isn't just about technology. It's about you. The big question we're really digging into today is, how is all this going to actually impact your job, your career? We're going to break it all down into a roadmap so you can see exactly what's coming.
All right, so our guide on this journey is what we call the 3 waves of AI. First, we've got ANI, which stands for narrow intelligence. This is the stuff that's already happening right now. Then, starting around 2030, things get a lot more interesting with AGI, or general intelligence. And finally, way out around 2040, we hit ASI, superintelligence. This timeline is going to be our framework for everything.
Okay, so let's jump into wave number 1, ANI. The best way to think about this AI is as a subordinate. It's like an incredibly powerful tool or an assistant. It's a specialist, right? It's designed to do one specific thing way, way better than a human can. And the thing is, it's not science fiction. It's already here, changing how we work.
Now, have a look at this. This is where it gets fascinating. You can see how ANI goes after specific, repetitive tasks. For folks in operations, it's a big help. It just reduces their burden. For dispatch, it's all about efficiency. But then, look at sales, and especially admin. The language changes, doesn't it? We see role substitution and slimming down. So ANI isn't just here to help. In some areas, it's starting to take over whole chunks of the job.
And get this, we are not just talking about software on a screen. No way. We're talking about actual, physical robots powered by ANI that are already on the ground. You've got autonomous robots zipping around warehouses, you've got unloaders that can handle all sorts of different pallets, and inspection drones that do the tedious, time-sucking checks that people used to have to do.
Okay, so here's the million-dollar question. How do you stay valuable? Well, the game is changing. Your role starts to shift away from doing the tasks to managing the AI that does them. You become the orchestrator who has the final say, or the director who uses AI data to strategize with clients. Or maybe you're the troubleshooter, the person who has to go in and fix the physical problem that the robot just can't figure out.
So let's move on to the second wave, because this is where everything really starts to accelerate. Around 2030, we hit the AGI era. This is the big tipping point, where AI stops being a tool and becomes something more like an autonomous colleague. So what's the real leap here? Well, ANI is a specialist. It's a genius at one thing. AGI, on the other hand, is a generalist. It can think, it can reason, it can adapt, kind of like a human. That means it can make its own decisions across a bunch of different, complex roles, all without a person constantly looking over its shoulder.
And just look at the fallout. The words on this chart tell the whole story. We're not talking about burden reduction anymore. We're talking about near extinction for drivers, destructive for dispatch, and vanishes for warehouse jobs. AGI doesn't just help with these roles, it basically absorbs them. It can drive anywhere, negotiate with other AIs, and even start taking on management strategy. It's a total game changer.
So, when an AI can do your job better, faster, and cheaper, what in the world is left for a person to do? Well, your value shifts. It moves beyond just skills and into places only humans can go. Responsibility, emotion, ethics. You're the one who takes legal responsibility when the AGI messes up. You're the concierge for priceless things that need a human touch. Or you're the one who makes sure the AGI's cold, hard logic actually serves what's best for people.
Okay, deep breath, because now we enter the final wave, starting around 2040. This is the era of ASI, or artificial superintelligence. And here, AI isn't a tool. It isn't even a colleague. It is the system. It's the governing intelligence that runs pretty much everything.
Now, to even begin to understand this world, you have to get your head around its most basic tool, nanorobots. Just like it says on screen, these are tiny, self-replicating robots that can build and unbuild matter at the molecular level. Basically, all of our physical limits, they just get erased.
So what's the first major impact? Self-healing infrastructure. Just picture it, roads, bridges, tunnels that are constantly, instantly being repaired by swarms of these nanorobots. The whole idea of something falling apart, of maintenance crews, it just goes away.
And it's not just the roads, it's the vehicles too. They become, well, immortal. A truck doesn't age, it doesn't break down, because nanobots inside it are constantly fixing any wear and tear at the atomic level.
A vehicle could stay in perfect, brand new condition forever.
But here's the real mind bender. This is the ultimate consequence. If you have nanorobots that can build anything out of basic elements, why would you ever physically ship anything again? Instead of moving a product from A to B, you just reconstruct it at the destination. Physical transport, the very heart of logistics, could just become obsolete.
So, in that world, what is a human job? Well, it becomes almost completely philosophical. When everything is perfectly efficient, human value is found in the imperfect. You become a curator of experiences, like preserving the feeling of driving an old car. You're a guardian of ethics, the one who stands up and questions the ASI's logic. Or you're an archivist, the storyteller who remembers what it was like when humans used to work.
All right, that was a wild ride from the near future to the far out. So let's pull it all back together and look at the clear line, the clear evolution of human value through these three massive waves of change. This table really nails it. Just focus on that top row, employee role. See the journey? You start as an operator of a tool. Then you become a commander of a team of AIs. And finally, you become the definer of purpose for the whole system. Your value literally shifts from your hands to your head and ultimately to your heart.
And this quote, this really gets to the core of everything we've talked about. Because as AI gets better and better at the how, the raw efficiency of getting something from here to there, our totally unique, totally irreplaceable value will be in providing the human why.
And so that brings us to the final thought we want to leave you with. In a world where efficiency is perfected and automated, the only truly valuable work left is creating meaning, purpose, and human connection. So the question isn't just what will you do, it's why will you create?